Ponies 'cause we're happy. Ponies 'cause we're beautiful. I'm gay. Say I'm gay.
Hey, welcome back to my gay peeps, and this week is going to be story time. Honestly, I've written like a lot of short stories before. I have like a bunch of fan fiction stuff from like Full Metal Alchemist and Inuyasha and Resident Evil. I even done one where characters from Naruto and Inuyasha and Resident Evil and Full Metal Alchemist and like two other enemies were all going to the same school together. It was pretty funny, like all the same high school. Some people from Yu-Gi-Oh too, like My Valentine or something, so it was like kind of weird. He's like, why are you even here? Aren't you like old or something? So it was kind of funny. Yeah, so yeah, this story this week I'm gonna tell you guys for story time is one that I used to tell Mina all the time whenever like she couldn't sleep and she wanted a story. So kind of go like this. Once upon a time, there was a princess. She was usually locked in her room on the high tower from a faraway kingdom. She lived with the king, the queen, two princes, and a princess, and herself, so another princess. Her family was constantly having a bunch of balls. They were one of the most important kingdoms in all the land. She had maybe like 10 princes or like more lined up waiting to marry her, but she didn't think it was right to marry a prince she doesn't know. So they would go on dates, but she was never happy. One day, her family threw another ball around for her 16th birthday. Now, at this ball, she actually attended, because normally she would stay in her room and writing poetry, or she would do anything instead from going to the ball. She danced with a few suitors, she danced with a couple friends, she got presents, she got cake, she got a new dress, she got beautiful shoes, a beautiful tiara, all these things that the princess would constantly want, but she still wasn't happy. And then while she was at the ball, a friend introduced her to another princess. They talked, and they became suddenly close. She danced with her, and then the parents didn't think it was right. They were wondering, why was she dancing with a princess like that? Why was she looking at a princess like that? But yet she would not even consider going with the prince. So they got angry. Then when the party finished, she was locked in her room on the high tower. She would try her hardest to talk to the other princess, who lived in a farther away from her. They lived maybe 500 miles from each other. Her family was just visiting when they went. So they would write letters to each other. They would send a messenger to each other, constantly trying to get in contact. And it was not like the modern days. You can't Skype, you can't call them, you had to wait for a letter. Soon her mother found out that they were writing to each other, and then whenever the messenger would come to give her the letter, the mother would hide the letters. So she thought that she didn't care about her anymore, and then she became sad and just became depressed all over again, and actually considered marrying a prince for once. No, after maybe 7 months of silence, she considered to marry a prince. The wedding was in the news, constantly going from land to land. The other princess that she fell in love with heard about it, and her and a friend and had a knight take her to go to the wedding. By the time she got to the kingdom, the wedding day was within 1 hour. She couldn't find the princess. The mother found out she was there and wouldn't let her go up to see her. By the time she finally saw her, and then she was gonna walk down the aisle, she confessed that she loved her, that she cared about her, and that she was constantly writing to her, but she got no reply from her. She told her she was waiting for a response, and she sent her out some letters, and she never got them, because apparently her mother was hiding the letters that she sent out to. when they finally confess that they love each other, the prince is waiting at the front of the altar. And then next thing you know, the princess didn't show up. They didn't get married. What happened is her and the other princess left together. They went back to her kingdom and they married at her kingdom. And now they are both queens and they're ruling together. And now the kingdom that they rule is one of the most powerful kingdoms in all land, even stronger than the one her parents had. I'm sorry if my voice is kind of bad. Allergies from a dog. My friend had a dog in the car when me and him went to run errands, and if I'm sneezing a lot, it kind of messed up my throat. My nose is all stuffy from inhaling all the dog fur. So yeah, I also want to show you guys that I made this one little comic when I was in my 3rd grade. This is the Yoshi comic. They even had like little pictures in it. I'll see you guys next week, and we're still hosting the contest, so check out the link on the bottom of the description. Just talking about the contest. Send us videos, enter, try and be the people. Be really cool to see you guys try to be involved in this. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. And this is Lynn, and